Hi, this is Dreama, and today we are doing a client reading. And as always, I know the name of the client and they know their name, but I won't be saying it in this video. Now, today we're going to be doing it's kind of like a one-question reading, but it's more like a relationship reading. And first of all, before I begin, I want to say that I know many of you have visited my Etsy shop, and they have made some changes over there. They're doing some things in test mode. So if you happen to go to the shop and you see what looks completely different than what it normally would, they've changed the home page to our shops for many of us. It's a test, but I do believe it will become, overall for everybody sooner or later. And it's a very plain, generic look in the shop. You will no longer see things at the top of the page. For example, the banner or the announcement, the things that actually tell you as a buyer who I am and what I sell and what I do. If you want that information, I would suggest that you visit my Artfire store or my Bonanza store. If you go to Artfire, you go to my homepage, you will receive all the information that you can't see on Etsy anymore if you are in this test. Basically, the store on Etsy is just very generic, and what you see is a list of products. That's it. So any other information, you could probably get it from my Artfire store. I also want to say that everything in my Etsy store is also in my Artfire and my Bonanza store. So no matter what it was that you got from Etsy, you can get it from the other place if you don't like the new look of the shop. Okay, now today's reading actually is going to be a one-question reading. And it's more like a love relationship question that the client has. And we're going to be using 4 cards for this, okay? And the way it's going to work is the question the client had, they basically wanted to know, there was a relationship they were in, and it just recently had kind of ended. And they wanted to know the person that they were with agreed to a friendship, but that was really, that was all, nothing more. And their question is there still some sort of hope for a relationship? And if there is, will this person ask for that relationship to begin again in the future? So the way this is going to work is I'm going to kind of do it as, how does he feel? Basically, that way we can have some sort of idea is what this other person is feeling, okay? So the first card actually is going to help us understand how this person is feeling right now about the relationship. Okay, and we have the 7 of Cups. Now, this is interesting as it pertains to how does this person feel right now about this relationship. Now, remember, it is as a friendship to them right now. And what I'm getting from this is that, they're feeling actually pretty good about the friendship, maybe a little bit sentimental, and possibly reflecting on the good times that were had in this relationship in the past. So that would lead me to think that what I'm getting is that means that they are content with it the way it is, but in the back of their mind, there's that nagging feeling that, they're going to miss what they had, okay? All right, next we're going to move on to the second card. And this, I hope, will give us some more understanding as to what is going on. It's also going to be how is this person feeling now about the breakup, okay? And we have the 10 of Cups. Now that really actually goes hand in hand with the 7, because the 10 of Cups is about contentment. So I really believe that they are actually content with being friends. However, there is that nagging feeling, okay? And I'm almost to the point where it seems to me, I'm not saying they're happy about the breakup. I don't think they are. But they're content with it. However, there's a fire burning in the background of this card. What that tells me is that there still is some sort of fire burning deep within this person that still wants that relationship, okay? All right, now next, I'm going to move on to the last two cards. Now, these cards I will use for what I call the outcome cards. So they're going to be for the future. So will this person actually try to get back with client? Okay, and we have the moon. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, now, to me, the moon card is very significant because you can't really probably see it from below, but there are some wolves and things like that under it. You know, this is a very murky card, almost like things that are unseen. It's very murky. So what I'm getting from this card is that there are some things hidden. This person, there's some deception going on, but I think the deception is this person is deceiving themselves. That's exactly what's going on. It's a deception of themselves. Now, as far as will this person ask to come back to them in the future? And the Seven of Swords is an interesting card because I'm not sure if you can see, but there is someone who is sneaking out a window carrying a bunch of swords. So what that tells me is that this person will come to realize that there is this fire burning, that they do miss the relationship, and that they are deceiving themselves and thinking that it can be just friendship, okay? And I think there may be a time where they will kind of try to sneak back into the client's life. So I wouldn't say they will come right out and ask, because I don't think that will happen right away. I think right away what will happen is they may attempt to sneak little snippets back into the client's life. And if the client does in fact want this person back, I would suggest when they do that, that you go ahead and take advantage of those situations. Okay, that does conclude my reading for today. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and I do hope to see you all again.